This story about making good karma. This story is about Magha. By heedfulness, by mindfulness, did Magha go to the lordship of the gods. This instruction was given by the teacher while in residence at the summer house near Vesali with reference to Shaka, king of God. Shaka is a king of 33 heavens, and he rules over 33 heavens, the gods of 33 chief gods. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, bears sway as lord and master over the gods of the 33. Therefore, he is called king of gods. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, in a previous state of existence as a human being, took upon himself and fulfilled 7 vows. Because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, Shaka attained to the state of Shaka. Friends, we have no refuge but love. Therefore, let your hearts be tranquil. Cherish angers towards no one. Let your hearts be full of love for the king and the village headman and the elephant that tramples you under his feet. The 30 youths followed the admonition of their leader. Such was the power of their love that the elephant dare not approach them. So the king say, friends, this animal knows your good quality, but I, who am a man, was unable to discern them. Pardon me. He means the elephant even knew that they are good men, so he did not trample upon them even by order. We human can take care of this small thing. Actually, not really, huh? Not really. It's true that sometimes the gods and the animals recognize goodness in some human, but the humans themselves do not. So, having attained so praiseworthy a state, Magha, upon reaching the end of the term of life allotted to him, was reborn in the world of the 33 as Shaka, king of gods. His companions were likewise reborn there. The builder was reborn as the god Vixakama. Perceiving that she had been reborn as a crane in a mountain cave, he thought to himself, because she did no work of merit, the foolish girl has been reborn as an animal. It is my duty to have her perform some work of merit and bring her here. True love is to let your partner be free, as long as they don't do anything bad or wrong or harming anybody else. Yeah? So you should even learn from their good example and follow that. Follow them. That is true love, nah? Looking in the same direction. If it's a good direction, of course. Nah? The gods are listening. Whenever we have lecturing or assemblies like this, they always come around. Yeah, they love very much. They love this kind of talk more than humans. They appreciate it more because they truly understand the power of the spoken words of the sutra and whoever respectfully recite it. Yeah, not necessarily even a high master. Because of that courage, selfless sacrifice, the Asuras were certainly scared because nobody would do that. In Asuras' thinking, they only know fighting, grabbing, seizing, possessing, competing, but never know of this selfless sacrifice and love for others.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Hey, what is this? Oh. There were 2. somebody give me more or something? I didn't see all this before. It's very good. That means you have a lot of story. Okay, thank you, whoever does. Oh, there you go. Today we have spoken about the sixth perfection and the power of the Buddha who can control the minds of our beings. Control but not dictate. So you can see some of you still very fresh with me still, huh? You can express your opinion, but mostly it's wrong opinion. Anyway. But you will ask me why the Buddha cannot control some of them, like Devadatta, his cousin who always tried to harm him, or others like heretic people, a group outside of his group, and others who contradicted him or went against him, yeah, or tried to harm him in different way. You ask me like that, right? You would, huh? You don't dare, I know, but I asked for you because we don't have Anand here. That's the problem. In order to ask good question, you also need to have a good level of consciousness, no? Yeah. Anand, even though in the Buddhist Sutra it says that he did not get fully enlightened until after Buddha Nirvana, yeah. But he has his Buddha hurt inside him, hidden somewhere. That's why he probably subconsciously he wanted to hide or to delay his enlightenment, a complete enlightenment until the Buddha Nirvana, so that he can concentrate on the task of serving the Buddha. It's a kind of offering, sacrifice inside. Otherwise, if he's too enlightened, like Sariputra or Maudagalayana or Mahakashipa, for example, yeah, then they would go all over, to deliver other beings. They would concentrate more on the task of saving other beings instead of serving the Buddha so humbly, devotedly, and loyally. No, don't you think so? Yeah. Different mission, different task. I guess that's what it was. Yeah. Otherwise, how come the Buddha just entered nirvana and the Sangha kicked him out because he's not enlightened enough? And then he went sit in the forest just a day or two, enlightened. Isn't that miraculous? Yeah. And remember every word that he heard in the Buddhist assembly, when the Buddha was still alive. Therefore, I suspected, that he did that on purpose. Not consciously, but like in his mind, in his soul, he wanted to delay his enlightenment. I suspected. Yeah, I think it's correct, no? Don't you think so? Yeah. You see, so the Buddha can only help, to train, not really control, but to train the mind and the body of whomever entrusted himself to him, to the Buddha. So the Buddha even also did not, will not want to interfere in humans' free will. Otherwise, so much power, he could change the whole world. But it's not to do that. Human beings or other beings on the planet has to evolve, naturally. It's better that way. Number one. Number two, if the Buddha wants to save all of them, then he has to reincarnate again. Remember what I told you before? To go through a lot of suffering again, sacrifice again, to have affinity with them. Then he can deliver them. I wish the Buddha take a rest. It's too much work, too much sacrifice, so many aeons of time in order to save, just some people. This is really incredible. Incredible. Né? All these stories that I told you, this is incredible. But that is just him. I don't hear that Sariputra had to do that. And poof, like that, he just went to Nirvana. Become Buddha and also enter Nirvana, mean freedom forever. Nirvana is mean a state of desirelessness, of, never die, never leave, never come, never go, nothing happen. Yeah. So Sariputra obviously had, had a relationship with Buddha before, né? According to the story we heard. But nevertheless, he never had to sacrifice so much to attain nirvana. So a Buddha is something else, Yeah, Sariputra can attain some enlightenment and can attain nirvana, okay. But he probably did not have the power that the Buddha has. Yeah, because the Buddha has to sacrifice a lot of millions, billion, trillions of lifetime in order to accumulate all this merit and power that goes with it. You see, Sariputta can attain nirvana, can attain complete enlightenment, okay, but doesn't have all this compassion, doesn't have all this power to save other beings like the Buddha did. Remember, he even denied one of the person who wanted to become a monk because he's too old. Not because he's too old, but because he thought, he and a lot of the great disciples of Buddha at that time refused that man to become a monk, to let him become a monk in the assembly, because he's kind of useless. He cannot do much for the Sangha. He cannot help even 1/3 of whatever work that is required. I thought we are monk doing nothing. I thought if we became monk meaning doing nothing, no? Even at the Buddha time, has to do work. You hear that? Yeah, the Buddha did not say that. And other monks did not say that. And in the Sutra did not say, okay, you become monk, but you must work. They did not even say what work. But through some of this leaking story, this is what you say, Sutra leak. we have seen that, huh? The monks has to work, probably cleaning the yard, sweeping the cave, or preparing the assembly area, yeah, or assigning, like who sit where and how many people. Why are you laughing? So familiar. But these are not monks who are doing it. It's you guys doing it yourself differently, But still, probably at that time the Buddha doesn't have lay people around, So when the lay followers come, they just sit, and listen, and then they bow and withdrew. Every story I heard that people respectfully bowed to the Buddha and then went home. So I guess they cannot stay because Buddha doesn't have house. And even people, they excuse me, this is for my throat, my sore throat and cough. I took a lot of medicine. Oh God, more medicine than food these few days. That's what I don't like about being sick. Okay, you lost your enthusiasm, lost appetite, eat very less, and take a lot of medicine. And it's sometimes ruin your body resistance. But I could sit there and heal myself and all that, but it takes forever and then I won't see you. So I take the shortcut. Quickie, recover in 2-3 days. And then I can come out, happily smiling, talk to you, and then you're happy. Just 1 or 2 days I didn't come out. People make a lot of noise, trying to get attention and all kind of trouble. Like children, What? Mom! Why you don't come out? I want this, I want that. God. These are old children, Big children. Adult children. All right. So the people, like Prince Kida and the noble and rich men in different countries, they did build ashram for the Buddha and for the monk. And they make some small meditation stupa or some resting place, with cover, roof and wall so that they don't get wet in rainy season. I don't get cold in summer. Yeah, they did build them. but just enough for 1,225 or 50 monks, remember? And then keep increasing more monks, yeah? So maybe 1,260, 1,300, yeah, or 500. And that's max. And if the lay people stay there, they had nowhere to stay and nobody cook for them like we do here. Nah? That's a good business. I like. Everybody come, listen to the Buddha, and then bow respectfully, went home. Very wonderful. No need to worry about where they sit, where they sleep, whether they cold or not cold, and how much you have to cook every day. Buy food and store food and cook food and eat food and digest food and then worry about the rest of the food after. Oh man, it's too much. No wonder they call the American, they call the toilet the restroom. The rest of anything there. The restroom. Wow. Now I understand. The restroom. Okay. It's a lot of work, Think about it, huh? Yeah. So you think you just bring your butt here, sit there, and then I'm a Buddha. And everybody else, less Buddha has to cook for you, work for you, sweep the floor for you, take care of your bus, everything else. Yeah. All right, so what I was talking before, what was that? Huh? Hello?
Buddha cannot control.
Okay. Yes, because in this country, no, in this world is the ruling party. The ruling party is Maya, Maya, unique party. It's a one party world, just like in some country. It's nothing new. Okay. Some country have 2-3 party, so they have contradicting views, and therefore they're building each other and more democratic. And some country have only one party. Yeah, if you can have one, why two? Making more trouble, right? More names, more personnel. Oh yeah, why? Okay, one party. So in this world, it's like that. One party, Maya party. Okay. Whoever don't belong to it, being in trouble. Whoever belong to it, seem to be better off. And even if you belong to that party, if you do something wrong, they still punish you. Not like they protect you or turn a blind eye on you. Nothing. Okay. We have to acknowledge our thanks to this person who translated this text of Buddhist story, which are many parts. This person's name is Eugene Watson Burlingame, and there is another person who revised and selected. His name is Reverend Bichu Kantipalo. And the Buddhist Publication Society of Kandy in Sri Lanka produced this and put it on internet for us, free distribution. So today we can tell this story, and more stories to come. We have to acknowledge our thanks to them. And published with the permission of the Pali Text Society. We will offer some financial support. I will tell actually later on, like with other translation society, so that they can continue their good work, even though they say it's for free distribution. All right, we thank you. We thank all these people, and we thank BPS Online Edition, whatever that. Okay, now we come to story number 1. Wow, I'm very happy. We have a lot of stories. That means I don't have to think of what to tell you. Yeah. Story is always good. It's easy to remember. It offers ample example for us to follow. And it feels more real, more reinforcing, more encouraging for us to continue in our good path. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. We have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. According to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk or beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular. Yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. Okay, this story about making good karma. This story is about Magha. By heedfulness, by mindfulness, did Magha go to the lordship of the gods. Yeah, this instruction was given by the teacher while in residence at the summer house near Versailles with reference to Shaka, king of God. Shaka is a king of 33 heavens, and he rules over 33 heavens. The gods of 33 chief gods. Yeah. Now this story in the present. Mahali's questions. A Lichavi prince named Mahali, who lived at Versailles, hearing the teacher recite the Suttana, the sutra, entitled Shaka's question, he thought to himself, maybe one of his teachers, the Supreme Enlightened One, Buddha, has described the great glory of Shaka. Shaka or Chakra is the same. The god of 33 heaven. Has the teacher seen Chakra himself? Or has he not seen Chakra? Is the teacher acquainted with Chakra, or is he not acquainted? I will ask him. I wonder who he meant by teacher. Did he mean the Buddha himself? So we will see, huh? I just read as is, nah? Then we will see. So the Lichavi prince Mahali drew near to where the exalted one was, and having drawn near, saluted the exalted one. The exalted one, or the word-honored one, or the Buddha, or the enlightened one, is all the title of the Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, or most of the Buddha who has attained complete enlightenment. And then having drawn near, saluted the exalted one and sat down on one side. And having sat down on one side, the Lichavi prince Mahali spoke thus to the exalted one. Reverend sir, I wonder if exalted one mean the Buddha or not, or even not. This is not very clear, this translation. Probably it's for the Westerner mind, Buddha. Teacher is okay. Buddha, what? Master, no. And even Supreme Master, what? So, maybe they translate it as teacher, but maybe it's just another one. because it doesn't say, first I have heard, So this is one of the Buddhist story. This is about making good karma. So he drew near the Exalted One and said, Reverend Sir, has the Exalted One seen Chakra kings of gods? Yes, Mahali, I have indeed seen Chakra king of gods. So he asked again, Reverend Sir, it must certainly have been a counterfeit of Chakra, a fake one. For Reverend Sir, it is a difficult matter to see Chakra, the king of gods, no? So the Exalted One say, Nevertheless, Mahali, I know Chakra. I know what qualities made him. I know by the cultivation of what quality Chakra attained to the state of Chakra. So he continued, Mahali, in a previous state of existence, Chakra, king of gods, was a human being. Attention. Pay attention. You may be Chakra, king of God, if you want to. How to? You can say, how to be. There are so many books nowadays that tell you how to. How to do this, how to do that. We can also change this into a title, say, how to be a God of all gods, God of 30 gods. Chakra is a great God, no? He lord over 33 heaven. Imagine that, huh? Don't go around mess with him, okay? He's a very good in testing sincere practitioner. You know, right? How much he did test the Buddha. My God. Terrible guy. I'm sorry. I'm honest, I have to keep the precept. I can't tell lie. So, Mahali, the Exalted One, I guess it was a Buddha, but I'm not sure. But it's taken from Dhammapada commentary. And it should be one of the story of Buddha's time, no? Mahali, in a previous state of existence, Shaka, king of gods, was a human being. They explain here that Shaka was the ruler of the gods in the Tavatimsa heaven, the realm of the 33, one of the celestial realms in the sensual sphere. People enjoy sensual pleasure there. But not the way we do here, I guess, no. All right. And then he was a prince named Magha. Therefore, he is called Magha. Mahali, in a previous state of existence, Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who, in a previous state of existence, gave gifts. Therefore, he is called Puridada. Mahali, also in another previous state of existence, Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who gave alms assiduously. Therefore, he is called Shaka. Mahali, in another previous state of existence, this is a long line of existence. Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who gave a dwelling place. Therefore, he is called Vasava. Mahali, also in another, former life, another life. This is easier. Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who could think of as many as 1,000 things in an instant. Therefore, he was called Shahasaka. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, has an Asura maiden named Sujata for his wife. Therefore, he is called Sujampati. He's so funny. According to his wife, he changed his name. If he gives something, his name changed, and even if he married, his name changed. Normally, when we in this world, when a woman married, she changed her name, right? But in this time, the man changed his name. Probably he married into the matriarch system when the mothers rule the house. But don't we still do? Even we don't say it. The men think they are ruling us. Right? We just don't say anything. We are ruling them. Okay, never mind. Who cares? Huh? Who cares to rule the world? Must be very tiring job. All right, now. Wow, my God, so many names, so many previous existence. Even the Shaka, king of God, you see this? He transmigrated. I told you. He come up and down, up and down. Sometime be a god, sometime be human. Yeah, and even then, he made a lot of offering from every lifetime. That's why he could become better. He continued to be God for a long time. Therefore, he is called Sojampati Mahali. Oh, no, Mahali is the person who asked the question. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, bear sway as Lord and master over the gods of the 33. Therefore, he is called King of Gods. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods in a previous state of existence as a human being, took upon himself and fulfilled 7 vows. Because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, Shaka attained to the state of Shaka. He has become God because he has done many good things and he fulfilled his 7 vows. Let's see what it is. Now, what were the 7? The first one is, so long as I live, may I be the support of my mother and father. That's first, I think. They don't say first, second, but I'm reading on, okay? So long as I live, may I honor my elders. So long as I live, may I speak gentle words. So long as I live, may I never give way to backbiting. So long as I live, may I live the life of a householder with heart free from taint of avarice, generous in renunciation of what is mine, meaning charity, with open hand, delighting in liberty, attentive to petitions, delighting in the distribution of alms. So long as I live, may I speak the truth. So long as I live, may I be free from anger. Should anger spring up within me, may I quickly get rid of it. So Mahali, Shaka, king of gods in a previous state of existence, took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows. Because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, Shaka attained to the state of Shaka. If a man support his mother and father, if he honor his elders in the household, if he be gentle and friendly in conversation, if he avoid backbiting, if he steadfastly put away avarice, right? Greedy, Greed, right? Yeah. If he be truthful, if he conquer anger, such a man the gods of 33 call a good man. Don't we know that? So if you do all that, then maybe you become a god, no? It's easier than sit here and eat vegan. Huh? No? But we all support our mother and father, no? I did. When they were still alive, I did the best I can. When I could, I make sure they lack nothing. If he honors his elders in the household. I don't have any elders. The only elder in my household is me, myself. So I fulfill this vow too. Easily. I honor myself all the time. Gentle and friendly in conversation? Yes, of course. What do you think? All right. If he avoid backbiting, steadfast in non-greediness, okay, truthful, yeah, etc. Okay. Now, when the teacher said, then the teacher says, this Mahali was what Saka did in his previous existence as Prince Magha. Mahali, desiring to hear the whole story of his conduct, asked the teacher, Reverend Sir, how did Prince Magha conduct himself? Well then, said the teacher, listen. So saying, he related the following story. I wonder who was his teacher here. Could be the Buddha, no? This must be the Buddha then. Okay, possible. Okay, story of the past. How Magha become Saka. Magha Saka. In times long past. Check it out. Be patient, okay? It's one of the six perfection. I'm just checking how many pages because I don't have this one perfection. So I'm not always friendly, huh? I feel very sad now. I can never be Saka. Whoever that is. I can never rule 33 kingdom of heaven. Oh, how sad. What am I to do? All because of you. You make me angry. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You and those out there. Yeah. Any of you want to be Saka? No? Why are you laughing? It's a great position. Yeah. You can rule it for thousands of years. Until you're married, finished, then you finish too. All right. You don't like to be Saka? Poco, why? Poco, no. Why? Tell me why.
We might go back as a human. Or we
You
might go
might-
back as an animal.
Very wise. Indeed. So I also don't want to be Saka God now. Yeah, I changed my mind. No want. You can keep it. So this is a story of how Magha become Saka. Okay. In times long past, a prince named Magha lived in the village of Makala. Magha lived in Makala, in the kingdom of Magadha. I don't know. Sounds like Spanish to me. Yeah. España, Barcelona, Malaga, yeah. Okay. One day, this prince, Magha, went to the place where the business of the village was carried on. Why don't you say a market, no? This is very long. Many things. Took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, therefore. It's a lot of words. Yeah. The person who translated, really very diligent. Do not miss out one word. Translate it one by one. Very respectfully. Yeah. All right. So he went to the market. He removed with his foot the dust from the place where he stood, and having made a comfortable place for himself, stood there. Why did he have to do that? Okay. Thereupon another struck him with his arm, pushed him aside, and took his place. But instead of becoming angry at the man, he made another comfortable place for himself and stood there. Thereupon another came and struck him with his arm, pushed him away, and took his place again. But neither did he allow himself to become angry at this man. He merely made another comfortable place for himself and stood there in like manner. But then, in like manner, one man after another came out of his house, struck him with his arm, pushed him away from the place where he had cleared for himself. Oh man. It reminds me of the story of when I was in India. The train in India is always crowded, always overcrowded. There's nowhere to sit. Mostly seat places are occupied, and you have to stand. I was wearing monk's robe. I was having a seat. I came earlier somehow that day, just lucky I had a seat. And then all the men come up and push me out, say, "Get out!" And then he sat on there, that place. Yeah. I was surprised. I was very surprised. I thought Indian place where people has more courtesy and a spiritual manner, but not all. Huh? Some are not like that. But I didn't feel angry either. How can you feel angry or show your anger with a man with the 6 foot tall looking down upon you and push you with his with his musculous arm and his big fist? I didn't have time to feel angry even, push me on one side and another push me to the other side. I didn't have to walk, just to keep me pushed around the train. And then by the time I reached the place I wanted to be, I'm pushed right next to the door. I just walk out. Very simple. No need to wait, I was right there. Yeah, otherwise you have to wait a long time until everybody got off the train, How can I, a small woman, push my way out, I wasn't in a hurry at all. But, in India is very difficult to find things. Trains always full, so people always compete for a good place, like that. I guess it's like that, yeah. It happened to me sometimes. If I took the train, of course, or the bus. And the drivers of the conductor of the train doesn't know what, how many people should be in the train. He never he never can tell. Like in the West, we like in your country, in this country, they always say capacity, how many people, standing how many, sitting how many in the train or the Straßenbahn. They always say that. In India, they don't read this kind of thing. What for writing it? So they don't bother. It's a free country, truly very free. You do what you want. Nobody say anything. No rules. And the car can drive any way they want. If you can drive, you just drive. Who cares? Who cares how? And later they make more regulation for driving because a lot of accidents happen. No driver license and no rules and all that. In some big city, it's a problem. We're going back to India again. The prince then thought to himself, after being pushed around like that, he was thinking to himself, all these men appear to be pleased. When they took his place, of course, no? After he cleaned it already and make it comfortable, they came and just took it. Of course they're pleased. Since this work of mine conduces to the happiness of men, it must be a meritorious work. He was proud of himself. I wasn't proud on that train. I was thinking, my God, where are they pushing me? Okay. Did not have time to be proud and thinking. Okay. So on the following day, he took a spade and clear a big empty space as big as a threshing floor, probably football field, something like that. Okay, a threshing floor is a place where they clear very big so that people can thresh their cereals, yeah, and then it will spill all over and different places. Different people came in different area to thrash their cereal, yeah, rice and stuff like that. So probably a very big one. Whereupon all the men came and stood there. Yeah. And then in cold weather, he even built a fire to warm them, so that the place became a favorite resort to all. Then he thought to himself again, it behooves me to take upon myself the task of making the road smooth and even. So early in the morning, he started out to make the road smooth and even, cutting down and removing all the branches of trees that needed to be removed. Thus he did spend his time. I wonder, why is he a prince? Doesn't he have any, assistant or horse to carry out work for him? Probably in the old time, huh? Old time prince, huh? Yeah. In Africa, I met some princes. They don't look like princes. They're working like you and I. And some princes, stamp from Africa, different tribes. Yeah. And I met the king, one of the kings. He just lived in one of the normal huts. He had 7 wives. Nevertheless, they are all very coordinated, harmonious. Together, the wives. Well, at least when I was there, in front of me. Behind, I don't know. Okay, I cannot tell you. Another man saw him and said to him, "Master, what are you doing?" So he replied to the questioner, "Master, I am treading the path that leads to heaven." So the other guy said, "Okay, I want to be your companion." Because they translate a little difficult, so I make it simple. "Be my companion, master." They call each other master, politely. Yeah. Maybe sir nowadays. Call each other sir. "Be my companion, master. Heaven is a pleasant place for many." He was thinking that in making meritorious deeds, he will go to heaven. That's why he say he's walking the path toward heaven. Yeah. Seeing the two, a third man asked the same question, received the same answer, and joined them the same way. And then a fourth, then a fifth, until finally there were 33. Now we know why. Yeah. All these men worked together with spades and axes and made the road smooth and even for a distance of 1 and 2 leagues. I don't know how, maybe 2 miles or something. 2 leagues, how much is that? In top, Is it such a thing at this time? No. Old time, huh? Okay. Just say 1 or 2,000 miles. The village headman saw them and thought to himself, "These men are all following the wrong occupation." Yeah, he worried about tax paying, If they keep digging like that, they don't pay tax, no? Right? If they would only fetch fish and flesh from the forest, or indulge in strong drink, or do something else of the sort, I should make something by it. Yeah, I knew it. You see what I mean? Meaning these men are useless, paying no tax. So he sent for them and asked them, "What is it that you are doing?" "We are treading the path to heaven, master." "That is no proper occupation for men, living the lives of laymen. What you should do is to bring fish and flesh from the forest, indulge in some strong drink." Alcoholic stuff. And enjoy a generally good time. But they refused to follow his suggestion, and the more he urged them, the more firmly they refused to do as he suggested. Finally, the village headman became angry. "I will destroy them," he said. So he went to the king and said to the king, "Your Majesty, I see a band of thieves going about committing depredations." The king replied, "Go and catch them and bring them before me." Poor king. No? This is a problem when people give wrong information. What to do? So the village headman arrested the 33 youths and took them before the king. Without instituting an inquiry into their conduct, the king gave them the following order: cause them to be trampled to death by an elephant. Just because he's a headman of a village, so the king believed him instead of believing the young people. Because it's, prejudice, no? There's probably people always think, okay, young people, they're always up to no good, Many of them now going stealing or doing something bad. Just like in some countries, people always have an impression that the black youth are, up to no good. The dark-skinned young people are bad, or even old or middle-aged black men are no good. If some police report them as no good, then somebody believes that he's no good, definitely no good. And therefore, a lot of incidents, sad incidents happen because of the color, because of the age, because of prejudice of humans. Just like that. Thereupon, Magha admonished his companions as follows: friends, we have no refuge but love. Therefore let your hearts be tranquil, cherish anger towards no one. Let your hearts be full of love for the king and the village headman and the elephant that tramples you under his feet. The 33 youths followed the admonition of their leader. Such was the power of their love that the elephant dare not approach them. When the king heard of this, he said, if the elephant sees so many men, he will not venture to trample them under his feet. Maybe he's scared of the crowd, yeah? So have the men covered with heavy matting and then order the elephant to trample them. So they don't see many men, so maybe he dares to do it. So the village headman had the men covered with heavy matting and drove the elephant forward to trample them. But when the elephant was yet a long way off, he turned around and went back again. When the king heard that what had happened, he thought to himself, there must be some reason for this. So he caused the 33 youths to be brought before him and asked them, friends, is there anything which you have failed to receive at my hands? They replied, Your Majesty, what do you mean? The king said, I am informed that you are a band of thieves and that you rove around the forest committing depredations. So, Your Majesty, who said that? Friends, the village headman so informed me. Your Majesty, it is not true that we are thieves. The fact is, we are clearing a path to heaven for ourselves, and we do this and that. The village headman tried to persuade us to adopt an evil mode of life, and when we refused to follow his suggestions, he became angry at us and determined to destroy us. Yeah, it's not easy to do good things in this world, huh? It's not all that. Everybody praises goodness and holiness and wholesomeness and even charity work, but it's not always easy to do. Even in our group, sometimes it happens. It's very funny, more funny sometimes. Sometimes it's very sad, but sometimes it's very funny. Yeah, because people hear this and that and they don't prove the truth. They don't prove it. Yeah, and they don't check they don't fact check. And they just believe it, and that's a problem. And it's so funny, It's American newspaper. They even say Clinton is a son of one of the nurses, and that is a different father and all that kind of stuff. They just speculate. It's so funny. That was probably during the voting time, And they say Obama didn't have a birth certificate even. Remember? that he's probably smuggled through the border of Mexico. Who knows? Everybody was making a lot of noise, asking him, "If you're innocent, prove it. Give us this long version, short version, whatever, middle version of your birth certificate." It was, and then they insisted until they had it. Oh man, because he's black, also, huh? Yeah, but I'm not black. Also in trouble. I'm yellow. That's another problem. And even it happened inside our group. It's very funny thing. Now it's funny, but at that time I didn't know what to say, you know. And at that time, just recently, you had a retreat in SMC, yeah? Before we moved here. Yeah. I didn't even have, I just went there. I didn't expect anybody to cook for me or anything. I probably think of cooking for myself, like all this time. Before July this year, I was always cooking for myself, simple stuff. And then, but one Vietnamese, she says she saw me so skinny and walking with sticks that she has to feed me, so she cooks. And then she had to go soon, and so I didn't know. They tried to arrange somebody else to cook for me somehow. Yeah, I didn't tell anything. I didn't even know she was going. Excuse me, I'm so excited now. I feel very hard now with all this story. It's too hard to laugh it too much. Too excited, thinking of the story made by air. Yeah, people can live by air, breatharians, or maybe also humanitarian, no, humor breatharian, no? Humanitarians, like make air, make story from air, make story from nothing. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I want to tell you this, the present story, the new story, and in August, sometime in August, or the end of August, almost before we came here, the sister who cooked for me every day Vietnamese, and she's going, so they arranged for somebody to come. Well, I don't know. They say somebody will come from America. I say, what's her name? They say Nguyen, Vietnamese. And the sister say, Master, every Vietnamese named Nguyen. I say, who is that? She say, we don't know. We just say Nguyen. So she say, Master, everybody in Vietnam is Nguyen, just like every Korean is Kim. Even vegetable they eat is kimchi. So we were laughing so much. I want to tell you this, the present story, new story. And in August, sometime in August or the end of August, almost before we came here, the sister who cooked for me every day Vietnamese, and she's going, so they arranged for somebody to come. Well, I don't know. They say somebody will come from America. I say, what's her name? They say Nguyen, Vietnamese. And the sister say, Master, every Vietnamese named Nguyen. I say, who is that? She say, we don't know. We just say Nguyen. So she say, Master, everybody in Vietnam is Nguyen, just like every Korean is Kim. Even vegetable they eat is kimchi. So we were laughing so much. And then I said to my assistant, this sister, she's going back to Germany because she has children. She wanted to say, I said, no. You have children, you have responsibility, you have to go home. She said, oh, they're all big already, they can cook themselves. I said, yes, but they need you. Yeah, they need you to guide them until they die. Actually, it's like that. Even after they have children themselves, they still need you to babysit, to run back when they argue with the husband or wife. Yeah, to help them shopping, anything. They always need you until they die or until you die. Either way, All right, so just go back. I don't need you to stay here just to cook for me. I have not needed anybody up to now, I cook for myself all the time. So don't worry, I won't die, I promise. So she say, yeah, but somebody's coming, Then he say, Nguyen, Nguyen. All right. All right. Then I said to my assistant, whoever comes, I don't care Nguyen or Kim, just tell her if she has children, she cannot stay for 3 months, until her visa finished. She cannot stay that long. They can take turns. If they really worry about me, they can take turns. Everybody comes, maybe a couple of weeks or something, but not to stay as long as the visa lasts. No. Yeah. So she came and asked the chef, the Taiwanese chef in the kitchen, that sister who is coming, does she have the new sister? The sister coming, does she have children? And because I say, is she arrived already? Does she have children or not? And she came back and said to me, the chef, she said, Master, she has 2 children. Okay. I said, in that case, she cannot stay long, huh? And then later, I asked, go and ask her what's her name. Full name, not Nguyen. Nguyen is, because then probably I know her, Not very many Nguyen, is it? Yeah, but there are a couple of Nguyens who cooked for me before when I was in America. So I want to ask her, maybe I knew her or not. And she came and asked, she said, no, it's not a Nguyen, it's a Huan. Huan. I said, we don't have Huan in Vietnam. Oh, you mean Huan? She said, yeah, something like that. I said, and she has 2 children, Master. Say what? Okay, then cannot stay. And then later she come back and tell me, oh, Master, she has no children. She say, completely free. She's free. She's not married. She's completely free. She can stay as long as she wants. Oh my God, just a few meters apart. And the 2 leg newspaper brought me the wrong news like that. Imagine. Because I already said, then she cannot stay. Maybe somebody else is better. And so she protests vehemently. No, I'm completely free. I'm completely free. And then we know it is wrong. I said, but why did you tell me she has 2 children? Where did 2 children come from? Oh, sorry, Master. It's a Chinese chef who told me. You see what I mean? I heard from this, and then one heard from that, then one heard from that. Probably mixed up with the sister, Her sister has 2 children. But she doesn't have any children. She's not married. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, suddenly she's given 2 children for free. Instant family, just like that. All right. So we come back to the village, okay, of the king Magha. Okay. The headman of the village was angry with us. That's why he's, fabricating this story to tell you. So the king say, friends, this animal knows your good qualities, but I, who am a man, was unable to discern them. Pardon me. He means the elephant even knew that they are good men, so he did not trample upon them even by order. Normally, when they're trained well, the animal would do that, but he did not. So he said, even this animal knows your good qualities, but I am even a man, a king, and know not. Pardon me. He apologized to these 33 good gentlemen. So saying, the king made the village headman their slave. My God, that's a very, very mild sentence, right? He was going to kill 34 persons. And the king so leniently made him only a servant of them, together with his children and wife. Okay, well, it's not bad. Because of the family, he didn't want to kill him, I guess. Gave them a riding elephant and presented that village to them to do with as they saw fit. The king gave them an elephant to ride, and gave them the whole village instead of the headman. Thought the 33 youths, even in this life, the advantage to be derived from the performance of work of merit is clearly to be seen already. and mounting the elephant by turns, they rode about the village, which now became their village. Yeah. As they went about the village, they took counsel together, saying, "It is our duty to perform yet more abundant works of merit. What shall we do?" Thereupon the following thought occurred to them: "Let us build at the crossing of the 4 highways a rest house for the multitude, making it secure and strong." So they summoned the builder and ordered him to build a hall for them. And because desire for woman had departed from them, they resolved to give woman no share in the building of the hall. Why? That's not fair. They don't desire them. It doesn't mean they should not accept the woman, right? I guess they didn't want to mess up with our strong, side of humans. Now there were 4 women living in Magha's house, named Joy, Thoughtful, Goodness, and Well-born. Goodness went secretly to the builder, gave him a bribe, and said to him, "Brother, give me the principal share in the building of this house, of this hall." "Very well," replied the builder, agreeing to her proposal. Accordingly, he first marked a tree out of which to make a pinnacle, felled it, and laid it aside to season. Then he hewed it and planed it and bored it, and having fastened it in the form of a pinnacle, carved the following inscription on it. First, "This is the hall of goodness." Oh, the name of the woman. But when he say this is the hall of goodness, nobody can say anything, right? It's for goodness. It's of course. Wow, very smart. Now, when he had completed the hall and the day came to erect the pinnacle, he said to the 33 youths, it must be 34, right? Including the prince, no? "Noble sirs, there is something we have forgotten." "What is it, sir?" "A pinnacle. Let us procure one," say the youths. It is impossible to make one out of a freshly hewn tree." Hewn tree. Freshly cut, I guess, tree. "We should procure for a pinnacle a tree felled long ago and led away to season," meaning to treat it, to let it become, more lasting, by being in the sun or soak it in some special treatment, something like that. So they say, "Okay, what should we do in such a situation for the best?" "Okay, you can go around and search if anyone who has such a complete pinnacle which has been laid away for seasoning and which is for sale, then you can buy it. You can take it." So they searched everywhere, and finding what they wanted in the house of goodness, they offered her 1,000 pieces of money for it, but they were unable to secure it for the price they offered. Goodness said, "If you will give me a share in the building of the hall, I will give you the pinnacle. Otherwise, or else." But they replied, "We have resolved to give woman no share in the building of this hall." Thereupon the builder said to them, "Noble sirs, what are you doing? With the exception of the world of Brahma, there is no place from which women are excluded, especially this world, right? So take the pinnacle, right? Pinnacle. Take the pinnacle. Sorry, I'm thinking of pineapple. It's so near, pinnacle. Yeah. And complete the hall. And they divided the hall into 3 parts, reserving, so very well, they accepted. They divided into 3 parts, reserving 1 chamber for kings, another for the poor, and another for the sick. Then the 33 youths built 33 seats, and having so done, gave the following orders to the elephant. I'm looking for the end of the story. It seems like a long story. I didn't see it was that long. Okay. All right. Do you guys need a rest or something? No. Okay. It's a long story. I tell you the rest tomorrow, okay? Yeah. I don't feel very well, okay? Yeah. I feel I could just why forcing too much, yeah? I need to go home, take more medicine, and drink something, and take a rest, and then see you soon, okay? Tomorrow. Yeah. Today you have more bonus than usual. 1.5 story. Normally it's just one story, right? Afternoon you had one complete story. So this, and now you have half complete story. So it's good, okay? Yeah. Anybody going tomorrow? No, huh? It's good. I thought I could stay young and sassy forever, but it's not. Losing energy too much and losing too much cells too quickly doesn't help to keep young. Okay. Ciao, huh? See you tomorrow. I love you. Oh, maybe I just sit with you for 5 minutes, okay? We meditate, huh? Turn off light, turn off everything. Hello. Oh, it smells so nice. I did not sleep the whole night, okay? So if I fall asleep here, then you know. So that you can tell me that I didn't tell you. I told you, huh? Yeah. So how is your siesta? Sleep. How did you sleep? Hey, there's some more space up here for English speaking people. Man and woman, just sit it more to make it feel a little warmer. My God, it's so cold outside. And man, they're stuck. Come in. Man, this side. English speaking only. You don't have translation. Is that correct here? Oh man. Oh, feel like something in the. It feels like something in front of my face. Is it? Is there something? That's it. No more. They can sit in the middle of the road until I move. What is it all this? Okay. And the story, I owe you half of the story yesterday, huh? I own you. You just came here and then I own you. Just like that. Yeah. No more English speaking? No? Working? Oh. Poor people. Had to work in such a weather. Under the roof. With the fire around them. Wow. How nice. And we have to sit here without anything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a fake fur, okay? Please. I'm so scared. Everybody look at me criticizing all kind of things and thinking all kind of nonsense. Fake fur. Fake. Man-made. Human-made. All right then. Okay, that's good. That's good. Are you all right then? That's it? No more English speaking coming? Oh, need translation? Man, I keep telling you to learn English. Then you can sit right in the front. See that? Now we have all empty space here. Also many not home yet, huh? And many have to work on the camera and audio and equipment and earphone and nose phone and eyes phone, everything. Busy. And I have been busy all the time up to now. Lucky we have enough space inside, huh? Oh, I'm so happy. Because my cave is now dry. I mean, my cave is dry, but the front porch for the dog was flooded because they didn't connect the roof and the wall very well. You know, the sun roof, just a piece of transparent plastic, but they didn't connect well. They didn't put cement, so all the water was leaking in the middle between the cave and the sun porch. And my dog's hut was also leaking. So we've done all that now. Yeah. I'm very happy. Such an easy thing. They didn't help me to do all this year. They should have, because some people were always here. Men, women, old, young, monks, lay people. Maybe the monk just laying around, that's why. So they both are lay people. Oh my God, and every time I came back and they wrote me a note, even. Many years I haven't stayed here. But at least since the last retreat, huh? Right? When was the last retreat? 2 years ago? Yes. Okay, since then I haven't been here. But before that it must have been leaking too, because my organizing boxes are moldy inside, Oh God, inside and then outside, but they affect each other, Yeah. It's very simple. And then they wrote me a note saying, "Dear Master, whenever it rains, the whole place here is flooded. So I have to move all this thing inside your cave to keep them dry. If they know it's leaking, all they do is just fix it, right? Yes. Otherwise, always moving in, out, yeah? Rainy weather, not rainy weather, rainy, not, rain, not. Love me, not. Ay. And I even now have to fix it with the help of 2 female assistants, yeah, including the dog room also. The dog separate hut. The front porch is for dogs also, but the big dog has a separate hut because he likes to be outdoors. Only whenever it's so cold, I have to really drag him in and threaten him. You go in now or not, else, whatever. No more bones, no more snacks, nothing. Come now, and then he and I struggle for supremacy, He thinks I'm small, easy to handle, but I drag him in. And then I close the door from inside, then he couldn't get out. But he liked to be outside. Very conscientious of his, very conscious of his duty as a guard dog. Even when it rains, when he hears something, he jump out and it's all wet through, and then it's I who had to work again, clean him, dry him. And then he went always looking in the bush, Lucky we don't have many bushes. And then come back like a flower, These are pretty thorns, very little ones, but they stick everywhere. The whole body is ... Truly, thick. And I have to work again. He got me, but I am working like like his secretary. Picking everything out. My God. Yeah. Talking about unconditional love. Yeah. People say dogs teach you unconditional love, correct? Yeah, they teach you how to love unconditionally and work unconditionally. Yeah. He eats my food, he sleeps on my bed whenever he likes. He just jump up and say, hey, it's mine. It's too late. Paw all over. Muddy paw printed on my seat. And then I say, okay, then stay in bed. I go to the phone, I stay at the porch, and I stay on one of the little sofa. It's not really a sofa, it's those organizing boxes, wooden, flat. And if you put like 2 rows, 6 of them or 8 of them, and then you put a mattress on, then it's a sofa, and inside I put things, yeah? Otherwise I have no room. So I sat on that. And later he was fed up with my bed somehow. He came pacing up and down. I said, what do you want? And he looked at my couch. And then he was waiting, and then when I came in, picking something up on my couch, and then his paw again everywhere. And I have to clean my bed. wipe it or change it. Yeah. Unconditional love indeed. Yeah. He just got a house with no need to guard at all, but he makes himself the guardian of the place. Before he came, I went away, locked the house for many years, no problem. But now he feels like he's guarding it. And then I have to do the rest of the work. A lot of work. All he has to do is just walk in all around, and then I had to do a lot of work. Why me? Actually, I cannot keep calling the assistants because sometimes it's late at night, I let them sleep. Or even in the day, I cannot keep calling them, so I do it myself. But I'm so happy today because both places are fixed. It's so simple. Just span a canvas on top of the whole thing. And then there's no more leaking. See what I mean? The rain just comes down. Even there's a gap between, but it doesn't come in. Yeah, so simple. Same with the dog's roof. The dog's hut. Simple. 10 minutes, done. And they haven't done this all these years. So many brains make light work. But over here, it's make heavy work. As they say, if you want to do something, well, you have to do it yourself, right? But just a leaking roof, my God. It's not like something very difficult. And we are spanning canvas and plastic roof everywhere, so they should know it. At least to protect it until I come back. And if I like it or not, I can always say, hey, it's not good, I don't like it. No. It kept leaking all the time, all this time, all my clothes. I came back, I had to wash everything and wipe everything. So moldy inside. Well, you know it because you have children at home, right? Nothing new, right? Huh? Is it familiar to you? No wonder you just keep quiet. You did not even smile, you did not even pull your face, no surprise, nothing. Just blank. And inside thinking, what's the big deal? We knew all this. How come Master just discovered now? She could have asked us and we would have told her long ago. I'm telling you, everybody came in. A lot of people came into my life, into my ashram, into my surroundings, just to be the general or major, like in the army, then dictating everybody else what to do, or even sometimes dictate me because of habit, dictating everybody already, and when nobody else around, they dictate to me. Oh, thank you so much. Ay, I'm telling you. So where were we before? Can anybody remember? No? You prayed to Anand, maybe you could remember something? All right. I think we were at the 33 divisions, huh? And the pinnacle from the girl named Goodness. Yeah, she's so smart. Okay, so now they divided the hall into 3 parts anyway. One chamber for the kings, another for the poor, and another for the sick. Yeah, all right. So they treat the kings, the poor, and the sick the same. Not in the same place, but divided, having equal provision of the lodging there. Then the 33 youths built 33 seats. Oh, just one more. Oh, God, I forgot. I have to tell. One moment, okay? I told already, but I forgot to tell him to pick the dogs because it's all over his body. Like a blooming flower in springtime, all over his body. I thought he's not a white dog. He is like a, one with the spots. What's the name of that? Forgot. Dalmatian. Oh, God. Then the 33 youths built 33 seats, and having so done, gave the following orders to the elephant. Oh, they're giving orders to the elephant. If a visitor comes and sits down in a seat, take him and lodge him in the house of whoever builds and owns that seat. It then becomes the duty of the owner of that seat to see that his guests' feet and back are rubbed. Oh, wow. Oh, I like to go there. Massage. Yeah. To provide him with food, both hard and soft, and with lodging, to perform for him, in fact, all the duties of hospitality. Wow. Wow, nobody treats me thus. I'm going to complain very soon. Wow. How can they make the orders like this to the elephant? And the elephant, probably will carry it out. Wow. Do you have an elephant like that at home? No. All right. Oh, I guess it's just a long time ago, elephant. They still drank clear and pure water from the stream or from the lake. It's not contaminated water like now, and they're not dosing them with a lot of antibiotics or whatever. Yeah. And I didn't even try to feed him with GMO food and make him all confused. No? So the elephant probably understood everything that we say. They can communicate with the elephant at that time, telepathically or something, or train him day in, day out. Accordingly, whenever a visitor came, the elephant would take him to the elephant. Only one elephant there. The elephant that the king gave to them. Remember? Yeah. So the elephant would take him and conduct him to the house of the owner of the seat in which he had sat, and the owner of the seat would on that day perform for him all the duties of hospitality. Wow. Owner of the seat. Yeah. So the 33 youths are taking turn, whenever it came to them, they went and massage the customer, the guest. Magha planted an ebony tree. I have kind of idea, but I haven't seen one, or maybe I've seen one, but I didn't know that was ebony in English. Ebony or ebony? Ebony tree. Near the hall, and built a stone seat at the foot of the ebony tree. All those who entered the hall looked at the pinnacle, read the inscription, and said, "This is the hall of goodness." Oh, her name we mentioned again and again and again. The names of the 33 youths did not appear. Joy thought to herself, "The youths who built this hall resolved to deprive us of a share in the building thereof. But goodness, by her own cleverness, obtained a share. I also ought to do something. But what can I do?" Joy, one of the girls, thinking to herself thus. Thereupon the following thought occurred to her. Those who come to the hall should be provided with water for drinking and water for bathing. I will have a place dug for a pool, swimming pool. Accordingly, Joy caused a bathing pool to be built. Thought to herself, the third girl, goodness has given a pinnacle, and Joy has caused a bathing pool to be built. Now, what am I to do? Thereupon, the following thought occurred to her. After those who came to the hall have drunk water and bathed, they should be decked with garlands, and when they are ready to depart. Yeah, wow. I will cause a flower garden to be let out. To pluck the flower, make the garlands to put on the neck of the people. Thoughtful caused a beautiful flower garden to be let out. So many and so various were the flowers that grew therein, that it was impossible for anyone to say, such and such a flower-bearing or fruit-bearing tree does not grow in this garden. Means she has everything collected in that garden. All the plants and flowers, rare, precious, she collected them all and put them there, planted them there. Now, well-born, the fourth girl, thought to herself, I am the daughter of the brother of the mother of Magha, and likewise the wife of Magha. The daughter of the brother of the mother of Magha, and likewise the wife of Magha. Cousin, right? So they probably marry a cousin in those days. The merit of the work he has wrought accrues to me only, and the merit of the work I have wrought. Sound like rotten, no, wrought, like wrought iron, kind. Yeah, I have wrought accrues to him only. She's not the wife of him yet, but she was thinking she might be the wife of him. Accordingly, she did nothing but spend her time adorning herself, making herself beautiful. Man, dreaming, huh? A lot of people are like that, you know? Don't want to sit, don't want to meditate, don't even keep the precepts, don't want to eat vegetarian, vegan, but want to be a Buddha. So if you think this girl, what's a crazy dreamer? Maybe she's not that crazy. Thus did Magha minister to his mother and father, honor his elders in the household. Well, yes, it's, but okay, never mind. Speak the truth, avoid harsh words, avoid backbiting, put away avarice, huh? I guess hatred stuff, and not become angry. Even thus did he fulfill the 7 precepts, as it is stated. If a man support his mother and father, if he honor his elders in the household, if he be gentle and friendly in conversation, if he avoid backbiting, if he steadfastly put away avarice, if he be truthful, if he conquer anger, such a man the gods of the 33 call a good man. Oh, why? Does it need 33 gods or the Shaka god to call him a good man? We can also call him good man, right? Can we? Yeah, so simple. Always drag the God into it. We humans can take care of these small things. Actually, not really, huh? Not really. It's true that sometimes the gods and the animals recognize goodness in some humans, but the humans themselves do not. So now, having attained so praiseworthy, you know, like the 33 men that were doing a good job, leveling the road so that everybody walks safely and the cart can drive smoothly. But somebody planning, and even almost succeeded in killing them, murdering them in such a terrible way. Lucky the God has eyes, and protected them. See, imagine, huh? Imagine that. It's plain for everyone to see that the 33 of them have good hearts. Even if they didn't have good hearts, if they even did that because of ego or wanted to have fame or whatever, but it's good for people. Benefited the people who work on it, right? And even then, they didn't want anything. They didn't proclaim everywhere. So meaning they did not even want any reward. They're just doing it for heaven's sake, to have reward in heaven. Oh, we all want to, no? Yeah. But that's not ego stuff. That's spiritual stuff, which is good. So having attained so praiseworthy a state, Magha, upon reaching the end of the term of life allotted to him, was reborn in the world of the 33 as Saka, king of gods. His companions were likewise reborn there. The builder was reborn as the god Vishakama. Now at that time there were Asuras dwelling in the world of the 33, and when they learned that new gods had been reborn there, they prepared celestial drink for them to welcome. I didn't know celestial people drink even. It's probably nectar of some sort, It's not like liquid like what we have. But actually, maybe they do have. It just looks similar, but it tastes better. Because these 33 heavens are the heavens of sensual pleasure, not like non-desire heaven. So probably they have drinks and food, huh? Yeah. But Saka gave orders to his retinue that no one should drink it. Huh? The Asuras, however, drank freely and became intoxicated. Thereupon, Saka thought to himself, why should I share my kingdom with these deities? Deity or deities? Divas. Somebody said deities. I heard it before, and somebody said deity. Deities? Yeah.
Americans say deities.
Yeah, you see that? Always make trouble for me. And I'm...
We understand either.
All right, good. Yeah, paradise. But it makes me unsure sometimes, especially when it's the word I don't often use. I became, not self-confident. Yeah, poor me. I was not even born in England, no? Yeah, not even grown up in England. I jumped in the middle of my youth life, yeah, and did not even stay there very long, Then, giving a sign to his retinue, he caused them to pick up the Asuras by the heels and fling them into the great ocean. They were drunk. The Asuras were drunk. Yeah. So the Asuras fell headlong into the water. By the power of their merit, there sprang up at the foot of Mount Sineru, it's supposed to be Sumeru, no? Oh, whatever, who cares? Whatever, that a mountain named Sineru, the palace of the Asuras, and tree that is called Pie Trumpet Flower. Wow, what a name. Probably looked like a pie, apple pie, but it also looked like a trumpet. so pie trumpet, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a German Asura live there. Yeah. Because the German are very exact, They don't mess with the Latin word. They just say what it is, Like television, I just say fancying. Looking far. Or far looking, far seeing. Yeah, of course. Television come from far away, huh? When the conflict between the gods and the Asura was over, the Asuras had been defeated. There came into existence the city of the 33. The distance from the eastern gate to the western gate was 10,000 leagues again. Maybe miles. Yeah, okay. And the distance from the southern gate to the northern gate was the same. Now, this city, or at least, my voice is smooth. Like sing song, lullaby. Yeah, so I saw some people enjoying. Good. Either in samadhi or or in samagon. Now, Now this city was provided. It's okay. We're not really laughing at anybody. We just laughing with anybody. We laugh at anything, right? We have nothing else to do here but sit, eat, and laugh. Huh? What a good life you have, man. Huh? What kind of holiday you having? Tell me. Huh? Where, tell me where you can have a holiday with millions of stars and comedian free of charge, entertain you every day. Huh? And then, first class cook, huh? Yeah. Sure. And then relax, Yeah, nobody hexing you around. Hexing? I mean, pushing you around. Hexing, that's German, really, right? It's not English. Huh?
Addison?
Actually, it's like hex is witch, in German. Hexing around, like harassing, but it's worse than harassing. I can't translate it into English. I don't know how. That word probably has, but I don't know it. But hexing sounds very, serious.
Messing.
No, not messing. Like, some people just push you around,
Bully.
bullying you around, but with such a menace, like a witch. It's called hexing. Hexing. So why not? The English can borrow that word. It's better than pushing or bullying or forcing around. The hexing, I feel, is good. Very good. I mix the German word hex and the ing from the English, so hexing. Like pushing. Yeah. I cut the ing out and put it into the hex and it become hexing. Wow, there's a new word for the Oxford Dictionary. They should write my name on it. Attached to the word. Okay, now, whoa. Where are we? I didn't sleep the whole night. I'm working the whole day. So I feel, a little toy on my system. But I'm okay, huh? If I'm not, then you know right away, okay? Then I just join your club. Then we become one, Master and disciple, huh? Become one, like master, like disciple. Enjoying life here. Yeah. This city was provided with 1,000 gates and was adorned with gardens and pools. And in the midst thereof, as the fruit of the building of the hall, there arose a palace called the Palace of Victory. A palace of victory. Its height was 700 miles, or whatever, the measurement of that. And it was decked with banners 300 miles long. On staffs of gold were banners of jewels, and on staffs of jewels were banners of gold. Wow. There's a lot of gold and jewels. Lucky not a lot of humans can come up. Otherwise, there will be no more gold, no more jewel, no banner, nada. Yeah. On staffs of coral were banners of pearls, and on staffs of pearls were banners of coral. On staffs of the 7 precious stones were banners or banners? You too. You pick one for me. One's from England, one from American. All right. And on staffs of the 7 precious stones were the I'm lost. On staffs of the 7 precious stones were banners of the 7 precious stones. Such was the palace that arose as the fruit of the building of the hall. 1,000 miles was its height, and it was composed of the 7 precious stones. Was built of, stud, width 7 precious stones. As the result of the planting of the ebony tree, there arose the coral tree. As the fruit of the planting of the ebony tree, there arose the coral tree, 100 miles in circumference. As the result of the building of the stone seat, there came into existence at the foot of the coral tree the yellow stone thorn, of a reddish yellow color like that of the jasmine flower. 60 miles in length, 50 miles in breadth, and 15 miles thick. Phew. What kind of god that? Must be very fat one, huh? Who sit on that. When Sakka sits down on this throne, half its mass sinks into the ground. When he rises, it is all above the ground. The elephant was reborn as god Iravana. There are no animals in the world. Let him enjoy his stuff. There are no animals in the world of the gods. So when he went into the garden to play, he would quit his form as a god and become the elephant Iravana. 150 miles in size. Everything is big in heaven, huh? Imagine what we look like when we go up there. We will look like mosquitoes, huh? And flies compared to them. And these are even the lower heaven yet, huh? The astral type.
Maybe warmer than normal.
Huh? You're right. Just joking. I can take hot water. People think I'm made of iron, don't you know? Master can do everything. Master knows everything. Master takes care of everything. Master can work 24 hours. Master fix your garbage. Master, whatever. Master fix the pipe, water pipe. Master fix the roof. Master fix the other roof. Master cook. Yeah, you know. So it doesn't matter. Iron woman. That probably helps. Where are we? I don't have bears, so normally the Indian gurus they grow bears very long. When they're talking, I saw them. So I grow my hair so to also do it, you know, just to look like I have something. Hair is hair, you know. I mean, it doesn't matter where it grows, right? I have some, and long. Yeah, and golden also, you know, like the old wise person. All right, so, you know, right? Yeah. Even that didn't wake him up. Very good. He is enjoying, so it's okay. You enjoy yours, he enjoy his, huh? Don't be jealous, huh? He's probably gone up to this kind of heaven. Yeah. For the 33 youths, Iravana created 33 vessels, each 2 or 3 quarters of a mile round. You know. In the center of all, Iravana created for Sakka a vessel called Beautiful. It was 30 miles in circumference, and above it was a canopy. There arose banners a mile in length, made entirely of the 7 precious stones. And from the lower edge of each banner depended a row of tinkling bells. You don't have to turn the camera away, people still can hear. And who would be coughing in the microphone if it's not your master right now? Don't worry, I'm not embarrassed. I'm too old now to be bothered about such things. Yeah. Right. My God, they keep describing such a mouth-watering word, and we sitting here on the floor, or getting wet today under the rain canopy, under the canopy of plastic canvas, yeah, and all your thorns have been wet, soaked through. I saw them hanging on the balcony, and it won't dry until maybe 3 days, yeah? If the sun comes out at all, huh? Your shoes are all wet, huh? Oh, it's nothing, really. When I was in the Himalayas, it's more soaked, and my feet were swollen because of the water inside the shoes, and because walking all day in it. And it's like a snow, just snow melt water. It's not even this. It was in May, but the weather in Himalayas was still cold. And a lot of snow is still there. The army cut through the snow so that the pilgrims could come. But it was like two walls of white wall on both sides, you know? Yeah. Because the snow was still very hard. Yeah. Like ice. Yeah. In some parts, yeah? Okay. A row of tinkling bells, which, when they were shaken by the gentle wind, gave forth sweet music, like the mingled strains of the music of the 5 kinds of instruments, or the singing of the celestial choir. In the center of the pavilion, right? Pavilion in English, right? Pavilion is French, right? A jeweled couch, a mile in length, was prepared for Sakra. There Sakra then reclined in state. Iravana created 33 vessels for the 33 gods. Each vessel bore 7 tusks, elephant tusks, each 50 miles long. Each tusk bore 7 lotus tanks. Each lotus tank bore 7 lotus plants. Each lotus plant bore 7 flowers. Each flower 7 leaves, and on each leaf danced 7 celestial nymphs. Fairies, I guess. Thus on all sides, round about for a space of 50 miles, there were dancing assemblies poised on elephants' tusks. Such was the glory in the enjoyment of which lived Sakra, king of gods. When goodness, the first girl, died, she was also reborn there. And at the same time, there came into existence goodness. The meeting hall of the gods, 900 miles. I didn't cough in my cave, so I thought I'm okay to come. Sorry. Probably it's after talking, and maybe dry air or something here, and it irritates the throat. Where are we now again? My God. I keep interrupting myself with jokes or with a cough. And you probably wonder when will I finish the story ever. You want me to finish quick? Okay, Sakra survived his wife and condensed within himself and had been born in okay, finish. You want that? No? Okay. Okay, you are the boss. The guest or the boss. They say so in India. I keep interrupting myself with jokes or with a cough. And you probably wonder when will I finish the story ever. You want me to finish quick? Okay, Sakra survived his wife and condensed within himself and had been born in okay, finish. You want that? No? Okay. Okay, you are the boss. The guest or the boss. They say so in India. But when I was there, I wasn't treated like the boss. No, I work for whatever ashram I went to. I just like to. Everybody loved me, including the guru and his wife and all his drivers. They always tried to come and hug me, and I always tried to run away. Yeah. You don't treat a guest, you don't treat a visitor like a boss if you're wanting to hug her, right? No. So that's not a treatment of a boss. Okay. So I wasn't a boss in India. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you. 900 miles in extent, the hall, the meeting hall of the gods. The most charming of all places in that heaven. Here on the 8th day of the month, the Dharma is preached. Probably a master came, or one of the masters, Dharma body, yeah? Transcendental body. Was in different places. And on the 8th day of the month, the Dharma is preached. Even today, when men behold a charming place, they would say, it is like goodness, the meeting hall of the gods. When Joy died, she also was reborn there. And at the same time, there came into existence a lotus tank called Joy, or because they have such a merit, They were helping with the hall and offering things for the people. So when they're born in heaven, as soon as they were born in heaven, these precious things, halls and lotus ponds and, adorning heaven, just appear together with their rebirth in heaven. The lotus tank called Joy was appearing at the same time. 500 miles in extent. Oh, less than the goodness, nah? Almost half. Yeah. Half of the length of goodness. Maybe goodness was the first one to think about it. Or maybe she offered more, the most essential things. When Thoughtful died, she also was reborn there. And at the same time, there came into existence Thoughtful's creeper grove, 500 miles in extent. There they conducted the gods whose prognostics have appeared, till they are overcome by confusion. But when Wellborn died, she was reborn as a crane in a certain mountain cave. She offered nothing, right? Did not even try, even think that she would, possess all this. Because Prince Magha will marry her. He didn't even mention it. He probably didn't even look at her yet. Such is the fate of the selfish people. Do nothing but want the best. Always. Some of your brothers and sisters are also like that. So sometimes I had to use a different method. Because all these years of sweet teaching, you have to be selfless, you have to help one another, you have to think of others more than yourself. Or at least equal to yourself. It didn't work. So sometimes I have to use a different method. I have to invite them to go home. After, so many decades still stamping the feet over there, then it's no good. Either go home or just leave. See what I mean? There's no need to keep taking precious space in my golden house. Actually, this is more precious than in the golden garden of the Buddha, Why? Because it's too small. Every inch counts. You see, always I have to invite, okay, there are 3 places here, 1 place there. Understand? Extra, so you can come here. You sit here. Otherwise, you sit in other rooms, for example, or sit outside. If it's not raining, of course. I was so worried. But I thought last night we made a lecture. Stretch your leg out. I will, too. A sample. Just stretch. Stretch it out. Relax, okay? Because I'm going to make joke and and cough and sneeze and laugh and wait for you to finish laughing. Then the story will last forever. Stretch yourself out if you feel, uncomfy. You're supposed to relax here in your house, okay? I said it's my house, but it's your house. I don't know wherever my house remain my house. How many houses I have all become yours, So I quit calling it my house. I quit living in here because I know sooner or later it will be occupied by disciples. Yeah, you're right. How you know? How can she guess? Oh, all right. You see, that's how the story keeps landing. I want to finish, but then it would be too boring, huh? You can read it yourself. So why should I read it for you? You see what I mean? But you're so spoiled rotten. Everything Master does, yeah? Spoon-feeding you with all these teachings. You could read it yourself. At least the Buddhist people know all this, or can read it, Can research on internet and read it themselves. But no. I'll come here waiting for Master. Master can read everything also. Yeah, not just do everything, but can read everything. Like they're illiterate or something, Yeah. There are all kinds of languages translated into all kinds of languages. English, Vietnamese, Chinese, Korean, etc., etc. This Buddhist society translating people, they're very diligent in spreading the Dharma in this modern digital age, and we laud them. We thank them also. Because if I pick up another Vietnamese sutra and translate again, then I think I retire. All right, so the girl who offered nothing but was dreaming to take over everything, then she was reborn as a crane in a certain mountain cave on earth, ne? Very good already. At least she did not go to hell. Sakka surveyed his wives and considered within himself, goodness has been reborn here, and likewise joy and thoughtful. Three girls. Now where has well-born been reborn? He knew all of them. Perceiving that she had been reborn as a crane in a mountain cave, he thought to himself, because she did no work of merit, the foolish girl has been reborn as an animal. It is my duty to have her perform some work of merit and bring her here. So saying, he laid aside his proper form, and assuming a disguise, he went to her and asked, "What are you doing here?" And the crane answered, "But Master, who are you?" Master is just the polite form that people address each other at that time, okay? Yeah. But nowadays, people even question you, why you call me Master? They don't do nothing to each other and they call each other Master. I'm doing some hard work, yeah? At least I teach you some word or two, one word or two, right? As you cannot be called Master. Yeah, I don't care. Mostly I address myself to the Vietnamese as Chị Hai, yeah? Chị Hai means the second sister, not even first sister. Or sometimes Chị Cả, it depends. Yeah. Meaning the firstborn, that's all. But I say the same to the Taiwanese, no? Some of you know, right? Yeah, when I talk to them. Sometimes I say Sư Phụ because I keep calling Sư Phụ, and I also record it, and I just like play it out. Yeah, forgot. But I don't care what name. What's the name? So she said, "But master, who are you?" He said, "I'm Magha, your husband." So he has 4 wives, ne? So the fourth one is absent in heaven. That's why he went and looked for her. Good husband, huh? Where were you reborn, husband? She asked. I was reborn in the heaven of the 33. Do you know where your companions were reborn? Meaning the other girls? Ay. I don't like to appear in the public because I have to wear a lot of clothes and cover myself. But at least here I feel a little bit more relaxed. I just wear what I normally wear in a house. I feel like I'm at home. I don't have to worry that much. But still, we women need a lot of time to wear this and that and stuff. Men, they could just sit here just with the shorts and nobody says anything. Yeah, some masters did that. No, you know that, right? Or in India, though. Oh, no, in America also some masters did that, nah? How convenient, nah? If I do that, what do you think? Even the cameraman would say, "Master, what are you doing?" There was a film, a French film, I think. I don't remember a French film or not. The title says, "My wife is an actress," So in one of the films, the director or the script and the director demanded that the main character woman has to strip. Yeah, she refused. After they keep etching, she said, "If all the staff go without clothes while doing filming, working, whatever around here, then I'll do it." She thought nobody would do it. Everybody did. But it's not like nudist theme or anything. They cover, like a woman would wear her, these kind of bag. What you call that? Huh? The bag that you wear on the waist, you put your money, ID card, and all that. Huh? There's a special name for that bag. I also have it sometimes. Like a belt, but there's a bag in the front. Huh? A pouch. Yeah, she's wearing in the front like that. And then she's slinging something around here, equipment, camera. And the man also does similar. So I just saw like, it's supposed to be done, but nobody saw anything. It's a cheat, what I mean? It's funny. So it's like that, no? So it just look okay, And they especially film with the angle, that you see nothing. Everybody was going to see that film for something, and then they saw nothing. Just pouch and bells and camera. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hearing stuff that hang all the way down here. A muff, ear muff, hanging, whatever, yeah? So then, of course, the main actress had to. But it's so funny. It looked funny. Everybody goes slinging things around. That thing, just slinging around. It looked very funny. It's supposed to be a funny film also. It's really funny. Why did I talk about that? Where were we before? Okay, now. So the husband asked, the Saka god asked her, "Do you know where your companions were reborn?" "No, husband, I do not." Normally you say, "No, darling," or "sweetheart." No, husband. But it's just a translation of the old time talk. So the Saka, her husband, said, They were also reborn in the heaven of the 33 as my wives. Heavenly God has wives? Wow. Then it's good. So nobody's scared to go to heaven now. You guys like to go there, huh? Even 4 wives. Cha 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 cha. The women don't like that. The men do. But I don't know if they're doing anything up there, you know? Probably just the names, the position, huh? All they do? Anybody know? I never check on these things. Probably similar in different ways, yeah? Some sort of mimic from this world, huh? Sensual, heaven. So probably similar. Should you like to see your companions also? So the wife asked, how can I get there? Say, Sakka, I will carry you. So placing her in the palm of his hand, I told you how big we look compared to them, huh? He carried her to the realm of the gods and set her free on the bank of the lotus tank named Joy. Then he said to the other three, should you like to see your companion well-born? Sir, or Sire, where is she? Sire is a more respectful address for the king, you know. Sir is for common positions or high position even, or even a low, you know, normal person when you want to respectfully address him. But Sire is a proper address for king, yeah, or prince, high prince. On the bank, she is on the bank of the lotus tank named Joy. Must be lotus pond or translation, you know. It cannot be a tank, is it? Sound like a cement built, you know. It's not. In heaven, it cannot be a tank, right? So the three went and looked at her, and they cried out, alas! See what has been the result of the noble woman spending her life in just, you know, adorning herself. Look now at her beak, look at her feet, look at her legs. She presents a beautiful appearance indeed. Thus they ridicule her, you know, sarcastic. Yeah. Having done so, they departed. So left her standing there. Yeah, wives, they normally would never like each other anyway, so there's no surprise, right? Sakra went once more to her and said, did you see your companions? Yes, replied Wellborn, I saw them. They ridiculed me, and then they went away. Take me back again. So Sakra took her back again, set her free in the water, and then asked her, did you see their celestial glory? Yes, sire, I did. She didn't call him husband anymore. She's also sour. Yes, sire, I did. You also should employ such means as will enable you to obtain rebirth there, like them. Sire, what shall I do? Okay, if I admonish you, scold you, huh? Will you keep my admonition? Or maybe just advice, yeah. Yes, sire, I will keep your admonition. So Sakra taught her the 5 precepts. Having done so, he said to her, be zealous in keeping the precepts, and then he departed. Just 5 precepts. Thenceforth, she sought after and ate only such fish as had died a natural death. After a few days had passed, Sakra determined to test her. Oh, his specialty again. He always tests the people who practice, who want to go to heaven or who want to become Buddha. He will come and test them. There you go. Don't copy me, huh? copy everything else except my cough. So he went and taking the form of a fish, lay down on the surface of the sand, pretending to be dead. When she saw the fish, thinking that it was dead, she took it in her beak. Just as she was about to swallow the fish, it wriggled its tail. The instant she discovered the fish was alive, she released it in the water. Sakra waited a little while and then lay down before her on his back once more. On his back. And then lay down before her. Okay. He lay on his back in front of her. Again, thinking it was a dead fish, she took it in her beak. But just as he was about to swallow the fish, it moved the tip of his tail. So immediately, she knew it was alive and let it go in the water. When Sakra has thus tested her 3 times, this was not a difficult test compared to the thing he did to the Buddha. No? No, gruesome. But you missed all that. Huh? You probably have to wait until they upload, download, and, cut, edit, and do all kind of things before you can see it. Okay, he tested her 3 times. And then he has satisfied himself that she was keeping the precepts faithfully. He revealed his identity to her and said, I came here for the purpose of testing you. You are keeping the precepts faithfully. If you continue thus faithfully to keep them, before long you will be reborn as one of my wives. Be heedful. Having spoken thus, he departed. So, this is true love, huh? It lasts long. It lasts from heaven, from earth to heaven as well. Yeah? But the love that we profess sometime to each other here on earth as couples, sometimes it won't last. Because we go separate ways afterward. If we don't look in the same direction, if we don't do the same good deeds, then no matter how deep the love you think you have for your partner, it won't be deep enough. Yeah. That's why sometimes the husband or the wife tries to hinder his or her life partner in the spiritual practice. They don't know they're doing wrong to themselves. If they really love to have his wife, her husband forever, then they should help in that. So the husband or wife goes up very high, and they also will go up high together, and they stay longer together, even in heaven. See, you still can stay together, husband and wife, né? Yeah. Even maybe they don't have any of the bodily sensual pleasure anymore like we do here, but they have company. They have each other's company, and most of the practitioners prefer that also. Né? Besides, after marrying for many years, you're just like friends. That's what they have in heaven. Friendship. Being a Sakra, he could have any wife he wants. Yeah, he doesn't have to come back for his wife like this, the rotten one. Yeah, he could just pick up any human even, or any astral beauty, and use his power like this to bring her up in no time. You can adopt. If you are like in the second heaven, and you want to extend your family, and you can gather all your friends all together, make a circle, and, using your power and extending the light, making it like a ladder. And then you pick up that person to come up to you. And she has to be clear and clean, purified for a little while, and then, opla, together. Yeah, like a family. And that's how they adopt in heaven. If the person is not meritorious enough, don't have enough good deeds, they can use this way, many powerful lights together, and then pick that person up. It's like we adopt a new family member here on earth, Yeah. Even a poor child, for example, born in a very poor family, without parents anymore and lives in the orphanage. But rich, powerful parents can come there, and legalize him and lift his status into the son of a powerful and rich family. Similar like that, okay? It is legal in heaven to adopt, yes. Therefore, maybe if you befriend somebody who is initiated, who is highly developed spiritually, then even though you are not very highly developed spiritually, that person will lift you up also. Can. See what I mean? Yeah. No problem. So cool. Huh? Good system. Yeah, if we can adopt here, why not there, But you cannot adopt from so many levels. Maybe the neighboring level. Like if you're second level, you can adopt astral level. Okay? If you want to. But that person must have some merit at least. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. To be nearer to the level of the second. Yeah? Then it's easier to adopt. Otherwise, that person has to do a little merit or do something to have an excuse to go. You see what I mean? Yeah. All right, that's like that. Why are you crying, love? Just touched or happy? Touched by what, the husband?
Yeah.
The love?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's good. Yeah, why not? Some husband really love their wife that much. Yeah, my ex-husband, he kept going to the Himalayas. Not just one time, several times to find me. And chased me several times. Also when I left, when I ran away. Before or after marriage, yeah. Even on the planet they do that, so why not a God from heaven who could... Why couldn't a God in heaven have such love? See what I mean? Lasting love. Yeah. Be heedful, be attentive, be careful with the practice. I guess he didn't just teach her the 5 precepts, probably told her a lot more moral stuff, Try to do good deeds, like don't eat the fish. Don't eat the live fish. Wow, my God. Truly karma really exists. And sometimes in this lifetime, you have to pay right away. Even my dog, Happy, she used to chase and eat the live gecko and some insects when she first came into my adopted house. And sometimes you could still see the wagging tail of the gecko in her mouth. I said, spit it out right now. Now! and I held her throat and, shook her head. As I said, spit it out. Ow, ow, ow. And then... and the gecko, whoa, run for his life. I said, run far. When you see this girl again, don't ever go near. Don't, just run as far as you can, because I can't guarantee next time she will let you off if I'm not there. Yeah, and I don't ever see geckos run around anymore in my yard after that. Probably they understood. Or the one who survived, the audio went all over and, printed on the newspaper. Don't go near that. The one with the round curling tail looks very friendly, but she is not. She is not friendly. She is your death sentence. Watch it. Her name is Happy. Okay. But she did it again and again. I always had to watch her, and then sometimes she did, I don't know, see? So from all the dogs that I adopted, she has suffered the most. Understand? She suffers still now. She suffers cancer. Of course, I have medicine and all that for her still, but she still had to suffer, a different part of her body. Sometimes she just broke down or something, or she fell down or something beat her, always having something on her body. Always some bump here, some sore there, some bleeding here and there all the time. I'm very busy with her, very busy. That's why if she passes, that's why you see her wearing a sock sometimes, because she's wounded there. And if we don't put the socks on, she will keep licking it, and then it keeps open in the womb again. And sometimes she has to wear this bell collar for many weeks, and it's like breaking my heart, you know. And she's constantly, ever since she became older, the karma caught up with her. And she's constantly suffering. The medicine keeps her alive and well, of course. But it's not like before, not like the way she had it before, not like when she was younger. And even we went to different doctors. They said, oh, she's too old, just, why bother? But we did not give up on her. You see, we went to different doctors. And Italian doctors, they're very kind. Very, very kind. Even so kind that they told us to, because she was sick, so she couldn't digest well. And she loved to eat those vegan shrimps. Yeah. And when she sees it, she jump on it, eat. You can give her 3 kilos, she eat them all. Oh, so the doctor said, not too much, even though she cannot eat too much. Now she has to even slim down. The girl who loves to eat a lot now has to eat very little. What a suffering for her and for me. The one like to give a lot also now cannot give a lot. And the one who likes to eat a lot now also cannot. Both of us suffer together, And the doctor even told us to chop very fine, chop small, those vegan shrimp or vegan fishes, for her as a snacks. And other food when cooking for her as well. But she's so sick like that, still picky. Don't eat the vegan dog food, just eat the cooked food. Noodles, rice, of course vegan protein and, mix and some vegetable and fruit. Or fruit one side. She could eat the whole melon if you give her. After a meal already, understand? So we have to ration it. Have to weigh the food even. The doctor say how much per day. It's terrible for me to watch. You know how I love to give everything, and now she cannot eat much. So the karma really caught up with her so bad. Yeah, they say even the doctor was so kind. She's lucky, If it's in another family, sometimes they just put her to sleep. Many families do that because they listen to the doctor. They say, oh, what for? She's old now. And if she has cancer, she's suffering. Don't bother, just, end her suffering and your suffering. And it's so easy to hear. And then just one injection, gone. You understand? Just like that. But we didn't give up on her, If it's your family member, you will go to the end of the world to find a remedy until you cannot find anymore. Yeah? You will turn heaven and earth upside down to find something to save your family member, no? If you love somebody, you do that. So she's still alive. The doctor says that she will die in 6 months. Oh, it's more than a year already. Still wagging tail and wanting food. Give me. Yeah. She's very skinny now. Very skinny. You can see her stomach very thin now. Before, when she walked, the fat on both sides was flapping like wings. I used to call her gorditita in Spanish. Yeah, gordita, but she's small, so I say gorditita, just to mild her up a little bit. Gordita means fat, so I call her gorditita. Because when she lie down, the fat on both sides flap out like an extra blanket. And when she runs, it runs with her. Yeah, it's like an angel's wings. Yeah. And now she's so skinny, so very small and very, very slim. It's terrible for me to watch. I keep always asking the doctor, can she eat more now? Not yet. Okay, let's go back to India. In heaven. We stay on earth long enough. Stay even in the dog kingdom. Now we go up. He said to her, for the purpose, of testing you, you continue this way, then you will be reborn in heaven, and we will be reunited again. Yeah, husband and wife. Be heedful. take care, yeah? Take care of what he told her. Listen to what he told her. Having spoken thus, he departed, went back to heaven. Thenceforth, he used for food either fish that had died. Oh, this already done. Sorry. Oh, either had died a natural death or none at all. Even if she didn't find any fish that already died naturally, then she ate nothing. Truly keeping the precepts very well. Because like cranes or flamingos, they eat just fish, Yeah. So she cannot eat anything else, nothing else around there to eat. After only a few days had passed, she shriveled up and died. Because she didn't eat that much and sometimes ate nothing, so she died. And solely as the fruit of her virtuous conduct, she was reborn at Benares as the daughter of a potter. She's not gone to heaven yet. Not yet. Not that easy. When she was about 15 or 16 years old, Sakra considered within himself, where has she been reborn? Well, at least not as an animal. Yeah. Perceiving that she had been reborn at Benares as the daughter of a potter, he said to himself, I ought now to go to her. Wow, what a good husband, huh? He had already 3 wives, not like he's lonely or anything, and everybody loves him in heaven, not like he's bored or lack of entertainment or anything. It's a pleasure heaven. Understand? He has anything he wants. But still, such a faithful, devoted, good husband. He went again to look for her. Incredible. Wouldn't you like to have a husband like that, huh? Huh? Yeah. But maybe you would stop him. Why? Follow Master Ching Hai, do what? Huh? Eat vegetarian nonsense. Huh? Why? Huh? Meat tastes better. Huh? More energy. Go. Don't follow her. Follow me. Both. And then both go to you know where. Okay. Yeah, some wives, obstructed the husband. Some husbands obstructed the wife. That's not the way of love. True love is to let your partner be free, as long as they don't do anything bad or wrong or harming anybody else. Yeah? So you should even learn from their good example and follow that. Follow them. That is true love, nah? Looking in the same direction. If it's a good direction, of course. Nah? Okay. True love is to let your partner be free, as long as they don't do anything bad or wrong or harming anybody else. Yeah? So you should even learn from their good example and follow that. Follow them. That is true love, nah? Looking in the same direction. If it's a good direction, of course. Nah? Okay. Following Master Ching Hai is a good direction or bad direction? Good direction. Very wise. One candy for you. Thank you for the bánh chưng. The dogs lapped it all up. And the assistant loved it. I had no chance today. I haven't eaten your food yet. I am so sorry. I forgot to eat. Because in the morning, I was too busy. And then I had to take medicine. And was so busy, so cold and hungry. The stomach feels bad after taking medicine. So the food has not arrived yet. Because everybody was busy today. My assistant was busy nailing and fixing the roof together. So I did not want to ask anything. So I took the couple pieces of vegan bread and I put some vegan spread on it and just ate that. Yeah, just to calm the stomach. And then after that, bread is swollen inside somehow, and I didn't feel hungry at all until now. I just see, because the dog was, I know he know that the Vietnamese fried sticky rice cake is there, so I came, truly it's there. So I gave some to him and some to the assistant to keep them warm, working in the cold, wet through, even with the raincoats, yeah. I was also running up and down and wet also. because the path is so small, the umbrella doesn't always pass, And if I try to make the umbrella smaller by reducing it from inside, then all the water shook on me also. Silly woman. So I forgot that I haven't eaten anything until now. I mean, since the morning. Because today everybody's busy, So I thought maybe she's also busy helping everybody. So I didn't want to bother. Yeah, so I thought anything just to calm the stomach, and then I can eat later. And then I forgot because I've been working on my roof. I have to clean the house also. And then we jump onto the dog's hut, and etc., etc. And the house is always messy because of rain, and there's always something to do. And the dog brings in all these thorns and shake it all over my house again. Because I open the door, let him in and out because it's raining. And then I have to work again. And when you're working, you forget, You forget to eat, yeah. But I will, okay? I share with them these spring rolls, summer rolls, and they ate the sticky cake already. I will eat the rest or some later. Oh, where are we now? But thank you anyway, huh? Thank you. Okay. Saw filling a cart with the 7 kinds of precious stones and disguising himself as cucumbers. He drove into the city of Benares. How can a cucumber drive himself with a cart full of gold? Probably a cucumber seller or something. I don't know, I have to read on. I haven't read the story. But I just read some before and I knew it's going to be a good story. Not like the other book. I read most of the stories before I read it to you. I choose. Because I read some, they're so gruesome. So I didn't want to take a chance, Therefore, I read most of all the stories I read to you. This, I have not had a chance yet. It's new. And then I was sick, I don't feel like reading much. So I didn't check, but I knew it's going to be a good story because I just read some, I was just turning the pages knowing that it explained to people what kind of precepts you keep and what kind of merit you have and how a charitable deed will bring you a heavenly fruit, heavenly birth, yeah? Etc., etc. So I knew it's going to be a good story, so I didn't have to check it. So I don't know why filling a cart with 7 kinds of precious stones. No. The stones, precious stone disguised as cucumbers. Not him. He drove into the city. Sometimes I didn't write it very clearly, Yeah. He drove into the city of Benares. Come! Get cucumbers, he cried loud as he entered the street. But when people came to him with coins in their hands, he said, I do not part with my cucumbers for a price. He said, come get cucumbers when people came to buy it himself. On what terms do you part with them then? They asked. I give them to the woman that keeps the precepts. He replied, Master, what do you mean by precepts? Are they black or brown or some other color? How wise, huh? Imagine people didn't even know what precepts are in that day. Many people still don't know nowadays, huh? Yeah. Sometimes they think they're Christians or they think they're Buddhists, but they don't really keep precepts. Because if you do keep 5 precepts only, then you don't eat animals, because thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not harm others. And if you eat the fish or the animals, that means you're harming them, either directly or indirectly. Because if you don't eat, people don't kill for you. Huh? So he just taught his wife the 5 precepts, and she kept them. So she didn't eat any live fish, you see? Yeah. Now, so the Sakra, in the form of a vendor, said, you don't even know what precepts are? Much less will you keep them. I will give my cucumbers to the woman who keeps the precepts only. Yeah. Master, we know there is a potter's daughter who is always going about saying, I keep the precepts. You will give them to her. Go give them to her. The potter's daughter said to him, Very well, master, give them to me. So Sakra pretend he didn't know. He said, Who are you? She said, I am a maiden that has never failed to keep the precepts. You know, the moral conducts. Sakra said, For you alone have I brought these. And driving his cart to her house, he presented to her in the guise of cucumbers, celestial treasures, which could not be taken away by others. And making his identity known to her now, he said, Here is wealth sufficient for you to live on. Rich husband and loving husband. Keep the 5 precepts unbroken. Continue, please. He said that, and then he departed. Is it really unconditional love, ne? Not that like he liked to linger there to, because he needed her, or stay around with her because he's lonely, or he really needed her, anything. He just wanted to help her and to save her, from a miserable existence. Okay. At the end of her existence as a potter's daughter, she was reborn in the world of the Asuras as the daughter of Vipasiti, king of Asuras. It's already promoted, upgraded, but still far away from her husband's kingdom yet. God. Miserable lot. But the king of Asuras, Vipasiti, was the bitter enemy of her husband Sakra. Since she had kept the precepts in the 2 successive existences, she was fair of form, beautiful. Her skin was of a golden color, and she was endowed with beauty and comeliness, the like of which had never been seen. Vipasiti, king of Asuras, said to all the Asura princes who sought her in marriage, You are not fit to marry my daughter. He said to all of them. Yeah, typical father, no? Yeah. But also she was so beautiful, too beautiful. Having thus refused to give her in marriage to any of the Asura princes, he said, My daughter shall choose for herself such a husband as she sees fit. Wow, very liberal father, huh? Chamomile?
Yeah.
I think 1 or 2 cups a day is enough of this. Otherwise, you will have a loose stomach. Understand that? Yeah. But it's good to cleanse up. It's okay. But it won't last forever. It probably cleans up every bad thing and flushes it out. But if you need to work, then be careful. Okay? You can't leave your computer every 5 minutes and say, Boss, I'm sorry. Don't know what's wrong with me today. If you drink every day, then you could drink probably gradually a lot more until you use it. But if you drink only now and then for some health reason, then be careful, huh? All right. So saying, he assembled the host of Asuras. You know Asuras word? Huh? The first word? Yeah? The one without shadow? Understand? That one. That's a beautiful word. Beautiful word. Looks similar to ours, but so bright, so radiant, so beautiful, so wonderful, so enchanting, so charming, so bewitching, so seductive that you never wanted to leave that world. If you happen to go there, if no master, you will not know. you will just want to stay there forever, and you think that is heaven, utmost heaven, and you never think of leaving it. But if you go there, if you have the penchant to like it, the master will blindfold you and drag you up. Go, 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 go. This is not a place for you, because it's too beautiful. Shining, with light and music and anything you want just appearing immediately. Imagine here we have to work for every little drop of water that we take even, huh? Over there, everything is delicious, everything is good, and you don't even have to do anything for it. Stretch your legs out, love. Stretch it out before you die. Look at me, I also have to stretch it out, huh? It's a cold weather and damp in the air, and your bones telling you that you have them. You have bones. So, take care of your joints. Just stretch it out, okay? Or do some shaky thing like this. All right. I think that's why the Tibetan monks, they always, moving, swaying their bodies, sideways, to keep them not numb, no? Because in some festivals they have to read a big sutra. Imagine you couldn't read anymore. Or cannot walk out anymore after, long hours of reciting. Then it's bad. Okay, yeah, do that. Now do it with your legs then, huh? So he assembled the host of Asuras and placing a garland of flowers in the hand of his daughter, he said to her, "Choose for yourself a husband who suits you." At that moment, Sakra looked to see where she had been reborn. Lucky he looked quick enough, no? Just a few more seconds, she'd be taken. Perceiving what was taking place, he assumed the form of an old Asura, and went and stood in the outer circle of the assembled company. The daughter of Vipasiti looked this way and that way, suddenly, because in the previous state of existence she had lived with Sakra. She was overwhelmed as by a mighty torrent by the power of the love for him, which sprang up within her, and crying out, "He is my husband!" The old wretch, old Sakra, the old Asura, And she threw the garland of flowers over his head. This old Asura, Sakra, these guys. Says the Asuras together, "For a long time our king has been unable to find a husband suitable for his daughter. Now, however, he has found one. This fellow is old enough to be his daughter's grandfather." Sarcastic, old enough to be her grandfather. And they departed, hanging their heads with shame. Lost it all to an old man. Some people like old woman, old man. That's why sometimes young men marry older woman. Sometimes older men marry young woman. But it's more often the latter than the first, right? We women, after 4, 5, 60, we don't feel like marrying anymore. But men, they still like. Just put a denture on and go on. Sakra took her by the hand, cried out, "I am Sakra," and flew up into the air. The Asuras exclaimed, "We have been fooled by old Sakra," and started up in pursuit, chasing him. Matali, the charioteer, brought up the chariot called Chariot of Victory and stopped by the way. Thereupon Sakra assisted his bride to mount and set out for the city of the gods. Now, when they reached the forest of silk cotton trees, the Garuda fledglings, hearing the sound of the chariot and fearing they would be crushed to death, cried out. When Sakra heard their cries, he asked Matali, "What are they that are crying?" Even the god doesn't know everything. The god of the gods. So you can see it's a lower heaven, huh? Yeah. The fifth level heavens know everything, of course. Huh? The higher they go, the more knowledge of everything. Even mundane knowledge. Yeah, they know everything. If they want to know, huh? Sometimes they don't want to. What is there here that they want to know? Tell me. Is something worthy of for their ears to busy their ears with? No. Is something worthy for their nose to smell? Huh? For their eyes to see? Huh?
No.
Yeah, an old woman sitting here with her feet on the table, wagging her toes and talking nonsense. And the whole assembly also laughing at nonsense. Yeah, nothing much. The best is like this already, imagine. Imagine the rest. How would he like to see anything? No, I'm just joking. The gods are listening. Whenever we have a lecturing or assembly like this, they always come around. Yeah, they love very much. They love this kind of talk. More than humans. They appreciate it more because they truly understand the power of the spoken words of the sutra and of whoever respectfully recite it. Yeah, not necessarily even a high master. They like it because it makes them feel elated, happy, and extends their merit so that they can live even longer in heaven. They can stay as a god longer. So that the flowers on their heads will not wither so quickly. They won't die that quick. Yeah? And they have more power, more youth, more vigor, more happiness. Whenever we have lecturing or assemblies like this, they always come around. Yeah, they love very much. They love this kind of talk. More than humans. They appreciate it more because they truly understand the power of the spoken words of the sutra and of whoever respectfully recite it. Yeah, not necessarily even a high master. They like it because it makes them feel elated, happy, and extends their merit so that they can live even longer in heaven. They can stay as a god longer. So that the flowers on their heads will not wither so quickly. They won't die that quick. Yeah? And they have more power, more youth, more vigor, more happiness. Not because of that, but they respect the holy words of the ancient masters or present masters. Yeah. That's why sometimes you saw our whole place is radiant with golden light, bright rainbow light, because the gods, they throw in light, they throw in flowers in the form of what we see as light, just to make offering. Yeah. Sometimes they have music. So sometimes in a such assembly or after this discourse, you hear your inner sound becomes louder. Yeah, because of their blessing. They're joyful. Their joy that infuses the atmosphere with more energetic power and happiness. Understand? More concentration for you, so that you can hear better, even if you were deaf. I mean spiritually deaf. So the Matali, his driver, said, they are Garuda birds, sire. Why are they crying? Sire, they cry because they hear the sound of the chariot and they fear that they will be crushed to death. Couldn't they fly away? So the Sakra god said to his driver, "Oh, we should be careful so that such a numerous host will not perish, or be crushed by the impact of the chariot." Oh, I guess they couldn't fly quickly enough because the chariot is faster than them. Number one, number two, the chariot, you know how many tens or 50 miles long in length and etc. And then imagine how big it is. It's probably fill up the sky if if they came here, if we can see it, yeah. But they will make it smaller if the space is smaller. But the thing is, in heaven, they just keep as is. And if the flock of birds is nearby there, they probably too fast to try to avoid it. So let not so numerous a host perish, crushed by the impact of the chariot because of me alone, he said. Sakra, yeah. Cause the chariot to turn back. U-turn. Thereupon, Matali gave the sign with the lash to the 1,000 singed horses, heavenly horses, and caused the chariot to turn back. When the Asuras saw that the chariot had turned back abruptly, they said, "O Sakra started out in flight from the city of the Asuras, but has just caused his chariot to turn back. Doubtless he has received reinforcements." So the Asura was frightened, thinking that he was having backup coming. Because he suddenly abruptly turned, It's not likely why anyone would do that. When he was fleeing from the enemies, why suddenly he abruptly turned back. So it shows that this Sakra God is very merciful. There are different kinds of Sakra gods. Yeah, they have the same merit, they might inherit the same throne, but they might not always have the same character or loving kindness like this one. So, for the sake of the birds in heaven, he abruptly turned his chariot like that, knowing that he will face the enemy, who is in hot pursuit at his heels. Understand? And because of that courage, selfless sacrifice, the Asura was certainly scared, because nobody would do that. In Asura's thinking, they only know fighting, grabbing, seizing, possessing, competing, but never know of this selfless sacrifice and love for others. So they thought, he must be having a reinforcement of power. Therefore, he turned back and, he's going to kill us or stuff like that, or beat us up. So they were very frightened, or turned back their tails and went back to their own house in the Asura's world. They went back, entered the city of the Asuras by the same road by which they had come out, and never more lifted up their heads, running so fast. Sakra bore the Asura maiden well born to the city of the gods, and installed her there as the chief of 25 million celestial nymphs. Very high uprate, huh? But only because she was his wife. There is a connection, and she had been good. She had really been good, trying hard to earn this place. And also because her husband was a big shot. Yeah, powerful, rich and powerful. One day Wellborn asked Sakra for a boon, means a wish fulfilled, saying, "Great king, in this world of the gods, I have neither mother, nor father, nor brother, nor sister." In heaven and you still need all that? Because she was lifted up by him. You see, therefore, it's not the real realization of goodness. Thus, she probably still thought of mundane stuff. So it sounds familiar to me. People come, to retreat, but, yeah? Okay, you know already, so I don't tell you. It's also familiar to some of you, huh? You know what I mean. All right. Please, therefore, take me with you wherever you go. Good excuse to cling to the husband. Yeah. Very well, replied Sakra, promising to do for her as she had asked. Thenceforth, when the tree that is called Pied Trumpet Flower blooms, the Asuras cry out, "Now is the time when our heavenly coral tree blooms," and straightway they sally forth to attack Sakra. Therefore Sakra posted a guard to defend the Nagas in the sea below, and likewise afforded protection to the Supanas and the Kumbhandas and the Yakshas, and likewise to the 4 great kings. And overall, for the purpose of averting disaster, he placed before the gates of the city of the gods images of Indra bearing the thunderbolt in his hands, the statues of Indra. When the Asuras, after defeating the Nagas and other supernatural beings, approach the city of the gods and see the images of Indra, they cry out, Indra, powerful god, they cry out, Sakka has made a sali, I don't know what that is, statues I guess, and flee away. Just an image of Indra is enough to frighten all these Asuras because he is powerful. So powerful. This is end of the story of the past. Not yet. There's a few more words. Thus, Mahali, Prince Magha adopted the way of heedfulness, means one-pointedness, concentration, one-pointed contemplation, Because he was so heedful, he obtained such sovereignty, so exalted, and came to rule over the 2 worlds of the gods. Heedfulness is praised by the Buddhas and by others likewise, for it is through heedfulness that all attain the higher attainments, both those that are worldly and those that transcend all worlds. So saying, he pronounced the following stanza. Oh God, I hope this is not a continuation. I don't think so. He heard. Buddha recited 4 stanzas. A stanza. Heedfulness is always praised. Heedlessness is ever blamed. By heedfulness did Magha go to the lordship of the gods. I almost read like lost sheep. I mean, it's always similar, and I'm tired also. Okay, it's the end. I mean, whatever, if it's not the end, I end it here. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. We have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. Okay. Very good. Yeah. Any questions? Any questions? About any questions? About anything? I mean, spiritual things? No, thank you. I know you don't have any. Thank you very much. I love that. No question is good question. Like no news is good news, right? Yes. Okay, I'm going, I love you. We maybe meditate for a few minutes and then I go and eat the food. Otherwise, she feels sad. She's been spending early morning cooking for me. And if I don't eat. The other day you cooked for me early because I asked, remember? Because I didn't eat very well for a few days. So I thought if I eat hot food, because you told me, oh, Master, you don't know. If you eat hot food, it tastes better. You don't always leave and eat cold all day like this. So I thought, okay, maybe she's right. Today I asked her to cook and I will eat right away. And I was waiting for the attendant. And I was asking her, is the food ready yet? You know, after 10 minutes I asked. She said, not yet. And I said, okay, never mind. Never mind. And I didn't even know. And when I woke up, it's many hours past already, and the food's gone cold again. Sorry. I did try. I did listen to your advice, and I did try. But just waiting for 10, 15 minutes, I collapsed meanwhile. I didn't know anything, truly. So I ate cold again. So maybe it's just my destiny to eat cold. Even if I try, I can't. All right, huh? Yeah. But I told you make it simple.
Yes.
But you always... No, you make more than what I asked. I say just some spring roll and don't even need salad because I have some salad left over. No, you made bigger bowl of salad. New. Of course she's kind. She think, oh, why Master have to eat old and maybe rotten here and there. So she made a new salad. And by the way, just a little more fried sticky rice, it won't hurt her. And by the way, just a little more soup, it won't hurt her either. And by the way,
Actually, I make it in 10 minutes, but she
Yeah.
have to wait for something else.
oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, more or less. And then, yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, this is my destiny, I told you. Nhiều khi đi nó cũng hơi không ổn nha. Để nằm xuống là luôn rồi á. Không sao đâu, chết chóc gì đâu. Đâu mà có phước báo lớn như chết lẹ vậy, hiểu chưa? Thôi quý vị. Thôi, I go nha. You meditate, okay? I will meditate. Okay? I need to go take something for the stomach. I feel sour. Cảm ơn quý vị nha. Cảm ơn mấy doctor, mấy bà bác sĩ.